5, 4, 3.
Uno.
Hey, everybody. Episode 40.
Hello.
Hola.
Oh, episode 40.
Already?
Energy
40.
people.
Wow.
Bring it
Woo! Well,
Woo!
it's later than we normally
Yes.
later than we
Right?
normally record.
It's
And
just-
not even on a weekend.
Wait, it's our anniversary. I just thought of that. 40
Wait,
episodes.
what?
Ooh.
No, you look spooky.
All right. Congratulations, guys.
Yeah,
Happy
Is that
anniversary.
like a real anniversary or just like our 40th episode?
40th episode.
And
Real,
for-
it's not fake. I don't know.
we made a little change. Normally we record on Sundays in the afternoon.
Yes.
And
Right.
so we have different lighting. But with schedules changing and people's commitments, we're testing out a Tuesday at 7:30. So of course 8 o'clock now.
8:30 for me,
Yeah,
mountains.
And it sort
Central
of
Time.
goes with see you next Tuesday.
exactly. we're very on trend now.
Well, we've been doing that. You know,
On
it's
brand.
about time we lined up.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
All right.
Okay.
So,
So who's that?
well,
Oh,
we'll
we have a-
we'll get to that in a moment. Let's
Oh,
start
okay.
with t-shirts.
Oh, okay.
So Vito,
We're not
we'll start with
purposely
your
being
t-shirt.
rude to our
What do you
guests.
got?
Oh,
Oh,
No, under the t-shirt. The
Oh.
see
t-shirt.
if you can figure it out.
Chubb. It's an element.
It's Han Solo.
Yeah, Han,
It's very
Han Solo.
appropriate.
It's
And
Han
carbonite.
Solo as the carbonite.
Oh,
Element.
Ah, that's cool.
Isn't that cute?
Cute.
All right.
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. So, who wants to go next? Tim?
I might as well go. At the drive-in, band
Oh,
from
nice.
El Paso, Texas.
Oh, cool.
What is that? How do I enlarge that?
So sort of post-punk, sort of. Anyway, whatever. They're good. They're a favorite. Check them out.
Awesome
Oh.
thingy.
And you only highlighted, only a few albums behind you, I see, Tim.
Let's see that more.
You have a few
Oh
albums.
yeah, I kind of got sidetracked with it, but let's see. We have Frank Ocean, Blonde, all the way over there. We have the Meters here, and a band called Rain Like the Sound of Trains. Which I've always loved that name. It's really evocative. Rain Like the Sound of Trains.
Uh-huh.
Those are records,
Anyway.
right?
Is that in Spain?
Yes.
Records.
Record.
33 and a third.
The Spain in
Do you have any 78s, Tim?
No, I don't.
My parents' wedding is on a 78, but I digress.
Oh.
All right.
All right, I'll go. Bill got me this for my birthday. It's from the House of Velour.
Oh, nice.
Sasha Velour of drag race
Uh-huh.
fame.
Uh-huh.
The
Last
80s,
year,
wow.
last year we went and saw her show here in San Francisco, and it was
Ron, I can't see your face, Ron.
I know, like
We're
I'm
recording the podcast, Ron.
I have my glasses on. I have to look close to see this. It's my little Edie. I have to look with the glass.
Oh, my God.
that's funny.
Well, what do you
All
got?
right.
Let's see. Just to let you know, I
Oh,
am
yeah.
not a number.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a fox?
Raccoon.
Raccoon.
Raccoon, or it could be a tanuki.
Could
I
be.
have
Could
no
be
idea what
could.
a tanuki is.
guys in the
That's
raccoon.
a Japanese
you-
raccoon dog,
Oh, okay.
hmm which
All
looks
right.
a little bit like a raccoon.
All right. Okay,
And-
Ron, it's your turn.
Oh, Cortana. I
Show
have
us your
it,
tie dye.
I picked up from some Santa Claus looking guy in Felton, which is up near Boulder Creek in the mountains, Santa Cruz here. And then some Trump supporter left me like a little sticker in my windshield. And I think I bought a pair of socks with it. And so it's just that's the story. What the hell do you want me to say?
What about a sticker on your windshield? What?
It was a,
Some
like,
lady, I was up there and so you have Santa Cruz here, and then the mountains there, and I call them the townies. They live in the mountains, and they live off the grid, and they're waiting for, I guess, Mad Max to happen or something. And so that's where I got the shirt. But then some weird Trump supporters put a sticker in my window when I was getting the shirt. Like I felt like I was bamboozled.
Oh,
But enough about
Converted.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when you said like you got it from some Santa guy, I was like, well, how did he leave it on your floor or what?
Oh, no. He had like a little tent by the side of the road, you know, this older guy with the white beard. He was a real sweetheart. He makes them all himself, and he's been making them for 30 years in Santa Cruz and stuff.
Santa
Cool.
Cruz is awesome.
So we
Yeah.
have somebody that's very patiently waiting to be introduced.
Yes, that's what I was
Ron,
trying to say.
Introduce us, please.
Enough about Vito. So we have a guest here, Jose Spinnin Cortez. That's it. Jose
Yes,
Cortez.
that is correct.
And you are I guess sort of like the last two episodes, we had some ties to you being here at this moment.
Mhm.
And we're welcome to have you. I think
Thank you.
there's a lot of people who are big fans of you and a lot of other fans yet to get to know you. So we'd like to showcase what you do, who you are,
Thank you so much.
where you've been, and where you want to go. So welcome.
Welcome.
And Ben
Thanks. I'm happy to be here with you guys.
told us about your T-shirt. You want to
Right?
tell us
Yeah,
about
sure.
it again, real quick?
Well, this is basically self-promotion. I own a record label named Berlin Records,
Oh, nice.
and this is it. We specialize in dance music, commercial dance music, house music, some clubs, some vocals, and that's pretty much it. It's been going on for 13 years now. So
Oh, cool.
Oh wow,
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
that's
Now,
that's
oh.
a long time in the industry.
Yeah.
Keeping things going.
and actually I could say that it started we just reached cruising altitude, let's say it that way, just 3 years ago. Before that, it was a struggle. It was trying to get it up and running until it finally happened, and now we're just focusing on trying to get it to grow a little bit more.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
And
Are
what
are we asking him questions now, Clay?
Well,
Should-
why don't we do the screen
Mother
share
Have
of this
Oh,
intro?
let's
show
do
a few things.
A video introduction. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Personal web page, and then just getting into so the web address, which I can't see. Anyway,
There it goes.
we'll come back to that.
There it is.
So yeah, just some stuff from New Year 2020. It was filled with such promise.
Oh, right.
Woo!
Hey, Vito, can you edit this part out?
What? But such a promise.
Oh, that's a cute picture.
So, Martin, can you tell us a little bit about this? This is from the
Yes.
concert that you just did, right?
Well, with the global pandemic that we're going through right now, everything stopped. All the entertainment and music industry basically came to a halt. And this is the first event we were able to do. That was in Mexico City on September 12th. And it's cool because it was a drive-in event. It was actually the very first that the city in Mexico City allows us to do. And it was awesome. We had close to 130 cars, which is almost sold out. And it was really good because we didn't really know what to expect, because people is in a weird mood everywhere, because everybody's confused, not with the uncertainty that what's going to happen or when are we going back to normality, But it was actually really fun, and you can see that people really wanted to just go and party and have fun, and it was very safe. We followed all the protocols. All the cars were being getting sanitizer, and you had to have your masks on, navigating the event. But once you got to your place, you had an area where you couldn't leave that area, and it was just an area with 5 people on each. I don't know how to call it, but those little
Space.
square thingies. Yes. And
Cool.
Can you? I'm sorry
was
to
fun.
interrupt. Can you show the video of the event?
Yeah.
Because it is amazing.
I think so too.
Well,
Tim,
to
what are you doing over there?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Why don't you just click on the link I sent you?
There it is.
Misteria. Siente el poder del sonido.
Wow.
That looks pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Excuse me. That looks
Yeah.
pretty amazing.
You
Thank
see that you can see everybody in their car standing next to their cars with the little pods and everything. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
I went to the grocery store that day, so that was exciting.
I know.
Yeah,
Very
it was a lot of fun, and it was successful. So they the venue asks for us to do 3 more events. So we're doing Halloween.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Now you do EDM music, right?
Yes, that's part of it. It's I would say it's dance music in general, because I can do EDM, I do house music, the usual more purist house music. I do tribal, progressive, some techno, depending on the I produce that type of music, and I play I DJ that type of music depending on the crowd or type of club that I'm booked.
Okay, because I looked and you had some big names, and Martin Van Buren, very big in the EDM world.
Yes, around
That's awesome.
what happened is that around 2006, I think that's when I was signed to a big record label in Mexico, and they were the ones who managed all of those big acts in Latin America.
Oh,
So that's how I got that connection. And before that, I played a lot of gay events. Well, being gay myself, of course, I played mostly
What?
gay clubs, and that's when I started crossing over to also straight events and raves, festivals. So now I do everything.
you're bi.
Just music.
That's not what that word
maybe.
means. We'll talk about that offline, Vito.
Oh,
He's
okay.
ambidextrous.
Everyone's a little bi. You're in Utah. You should know.
Where's Margaret Cho's mother? Everybody a little bit gay.
Little bit gay. But
Little bit gay.
so the COVID thing just it stopped you in your tracks, but you've adapted and done the best that you can. And I couldn't believe how big that production was on that stage.
Yeah,
Well,
we got
this
really it's one of those things where you well, first I think you're at the right place at the right time, but also that like your work pays off. If I can tell a little story about this, what happens in some circuit parties, they are usually just drawn to the classic muscular guy, the thin type, and that's what rules a lot of the circuit scene. But since I have the connection with the EDM scene, this venue knew about me, so they wanted me to do gay events there. So that's how it happened. At the end of the day, they went for my reputation and the work that I have done for both type of events. Cool. And that's how we finally made it happen.
Now, full disclosure, you sleep and have sex with Ben, right?
Of course.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. You mean like today?
Oh, there you go. Who is our
But
last
not on
guest?
video.
Wow, that was from out of left field.
So
Yeah.
it's a
little
very
weird.
talented family they have going on there.
Hey,
Yeah, we do. We support each other and we help on each other's. It's cool because we do our own thing, but every now and then we just
Collaborate.
jump in and help each other, and
That's awesome.
That's fun.
Hey, Jose. So you were saying how you kind of worked for a long while and then something clicked. Like, what do you think made it click? Was it timing? Was it luck? Was it just being prepared for, you know what I mean? And how did
Um,
you know that somehow, you kind of made it to a place that you've been working hard to get to?
well, I the thing is that you don't, or in my case, I don't really, or I didn't realize when I got to a certain goal or achievement or milestone, let's say that. But you just notice it once you look back,
Mhm.
So my way of seeing all of this is just I continue to work and do things and create stuff. And all of a sudden, well, I'm playing at the biggest music venue in the country, the arena that we did in September. And I didn't even plan it or pursue it. Of course, I wanted to, but it
Yeah,
was not like I set goal. It was like things moved and the gears moved until it finally happened. I mean, you have to do a lot of work to get there, because if I didn't, well, the venue wouldn't have approached and asked me to do this type of event. So
yeah,
yeah, it's just hard work, and it is hard, it is difficult, and sometimes it can be frustrating, as many other works or jobs, but it finally pays off.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
I think it's
Hard
inspiring
work. What?
too,
What
when
is
we're
that?
talking about COVID and people kind of, I mean, look, we have our own president who's having rallies without people wearing masks and this and that. And we have such a sort of spectrum of people, how they're responding to this. But I think you showed there's a smart way, there's an intelligent way, an adaptable way that you can continue to go out there and have fun and be safe, and make sure that everybody who comes here is safe enough so they can come back next time. And
Exactly.
I think that's really inspiring to a lot of people right now who don't know, oh, how can we do this? We have to think outside the box like that, and
That's
that's a great example.
that's very important, to find new ways of doing things, because otherwise, I mean, you have two jobs. You can just sit in your house complaining and be
Yeah,
sad, or finding a new way to pursue what you are meant to do.
right.
So Jose, was that event, the drive-in event, was that also broadcast live on the internet?
No, we didn't want to, because we wanted to for people to want to go there, because at the end, and I'm going to say one more thing about this. Maybe people see the big production and everything, and some will probably say, oh yeah, they're profiting of the, you know what, I didn't make a dime out of the event, because you have to do things right and take care of a lot of things for an event like this happen. But well,
Yeah.
I may get some profit with the next couple of parties that we do, and it's fine, because in your career you have to do this type of thing sometimes. You have to play for free sometimes, or you have to even invest in making something happen. But in the long run, that's what it matters. It's is what you do as a whole, not just a single event or a single.
Well said. Well
It's a
said.
good.
Mhm.
It's a good
You
strategy.
have to promote yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
went big, and then now the next ones you might make a little extra. That's super cool.
Well, and I also
Yeah.
think in this generation, people say, "Oh, well, I made a TikTok video and now I'm riding in a Lamborghini." Like that. That also may happen very
You need
rarely.
to make at least 3 of those to get
Yeah.
a Lamborghini. So
But like
people don't understand that, but it's
the reality
lot
of
of
it is, it is hard work and it takes a long time. And it's sort of a long arc of,
Yes.
you putting yourself out there. So I congratulate you on all that. I think it's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
It's,
you.
the reason I asked about the online thing is I know a lot of
Mhm.
events are struggling to, how do we do an online version of it? Pride.
You know what? I did when this whole thing started. I began to do streams on Saturdays, just as a way of me not going crazy. It's like, okay, I'm used to playing out every weekend, and so now it's been a month and I have nothing, and it starts taking a toll on you emotionally. And well, I found in live streaming a way to feel normal again.
That's cool.
And that started to morph. At first, I just did it here. This is my little DA booth where I record my radio shows and practice some of the and listen to some of the new music. So I was doing it here, but then it changed into setting up a green screen and a bigger, better camera, a new sound card for a computer. So I have been making this virtual set type of videos, with visuals and stuff, more elaborate production, and I think I finally find a way to do it, which and still make some a little pocket money out of that, because
Oh, cool.
you can't compare it to the big events, but it's still good, and it's and this is a new platform that I found. A lot of creators are struggling with using music on Facebook and YouTube and all of that, because obviously the record labels are going to want to make their money, and that's fair. Some of the creators complain, and they say, "Oh, they don't let us use the music." And it's the same thing as a radio. Radio stations pay to play the music. Bars pay to play the music. There's a fee that you have to pay to the call it ASCAP, BMI, or whatever agency works the rights in your country. But that's something that many people don't really know. And so this new platform that is called playdj.tv is a streaming platform especially for DJs, and they have a radio license, so they don't cut you off for streaming copyrighted music. So
nice.
You're there. They have a way of getting tips with credit card directly on the thing via Stripe. So yeah, I did a DJ set for my birthday this weekend, and people just I played for 7.5 hours, so it felt like a long club night, and people were commenting and they were sending messages and stuff. So it was really, really fun.
That's cool.
And again, thinking outside the box and trying to just keep doing and keep going forward.
Remember, sex sells. Take your shirt off.
Yeah, that too.
Well, he wasn't wearing any underwear. That's the nice thing about.
Oh well, that's some big tips there for sure.
I'm not wearing any pants.
Not that Vito has an agenda.
TMI.
You didn't hear what Ron said? He's not wearing any pants.
Right there in front of your salad.
Just gonna gloss right by that. Okay.
With his sister.
The wonders of hey, that's gross. It's the wonders of telecommuting or whatever the heck we're doing. Zoom meetings.
Well, I will say I never put on pants or shorts today until right before we started recording this.
Oh, nice.
I'm wearing more clothes for you today than I did during my work day when I was on meetings with coworkers.
You just have to remember not to stand up suddenly during the meeting with coworkers.
Yeah.
Now I
To
may
be
have,
fair, there was only one meeting.
I may have forgotten to tell Jose about this. So for the rest of the episode, you are considered an element. So you're welcome to chime in on all of the topics, the rest of the topics that we have.
Thank you so much.
And things like that.
Perfect. So. Awesome. Thanks.
But before we move on, Jose, is there anything you'd like to wrap up our little segment about you to share with us? Do you have any upcoming events for people to look out for? Or
well, just that I wish people in general will understand that this is a big problem that we are dealing with, the health problem, and even though yes, we need to find new ways to try to get a closer to normal life, we still need to take care, and we don't know when this is going to end. We hope it's soon, but the real reality is that we don't really know. So yeah, let's keep taking care of ourselves and the ones around us, because I've noticed, I've known people who got the virus and they didn't have any symptoms. They can still get it to your friend or your husband or your family members. So yeah, this is important. But also, it's true that we don't have to be afraid. We have to just adapt and keep going, and while being safe.
Yeah,
be
we
creative.
have to be smart.
Creative
and-
outlets like you found.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
you
great.
have to be aware, but not afraid.
Right, exactly.
Well, thank you for
Cool.
that. Thank you for that. Well, and that's a good way to roll into our next topic, which is just sort of current events. And, you know,
Mhm.
COVID-19 certainly factors into everything in that regard. You know, here in the United States, it's election season. I just dropped my ballot off at an actual ballot drop-off thing, not one of the fake ones.
Mhm.
I just read
Oh my
about
God.
that today. It's like, and the Republicans did that.
Yeah.
Just went, oh yeah, we did that, but they said their intention was to
What?
deliver them, but I don't know.
You're sending fake ones?
No, well, what's happening, Ron, is the California Republican Party is putting up ballot boxes. Some of them just say ballot boxes, others say official, which is not true. And they claim that California law allows that. Was it the Secretary of State is in charge of voting? He just sent them a cease and desist order. So, and they responded saying, well, we're going to put out more of them, and we'll just put clarification on them that, you know, that it's from the Republican Party, it's not official. And their claim is they're just trying to make it easier for people to get their ballots in.
So how do you identify those if
It's
you're an
because of the
unsuspecting-
conspiracies that they all fucking believe that aren't real.
Well, this is all being driven. There's a lot of propaganda. There's a lot of, the conspiracies are being, driven and supported by people who are trying to, vote, get people to vote from a place of fear and because of fear, and just like we were talking about with Jose, that's actually an effective leadership tool. There are many different leadership tools that people use. It's the least sustainable, and I think it's by far the worst one. But it's what's happening right now.
Fear, yeah. Oh yeah, it's all about fear.
Voting suppression.
Voting suppression, trying to rearrange the votes, trying to confuse people, trying to get people to be afraid instead of, there's been many opportunities for our current government to bring people together and say, hey, this is a global thing. Everybody's suffering through this. We can work together. We can come up with hope. But, again, they chose to politicize it. So you can obviously tell where their interests are.
Exactly.
I mean, here in Alameda County, where I live, the county increased the number of drop boxes to 66. I'm lucky I live 2/10 of a mile from one. I just walked up there before the podcast to drop my ballot off. But, you switch gears and go to Texas, and the governor just won in the courts his ability to limit each county to one drop-off place for ballots, absentee ballots. And some counties in Texas are bigger than states. They're physically huge. And some of them have millions of people in them. And to limit them to one ballot drop-off just seems...
It's blatant voter suppression is what it is.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So...
It's crazy, but what do we do about it, Like,
I mean, I personally wouldn't go vote in person in today's health situation.
right.
In the past, I've been a poll worker. That's not happening this year. I'm not going to subject myself to that, especially with the movement towards encouraging people to become armed poll watchers.
Right.
I'm not up for that kind of confrontation. So I've been a mail-in voter for years, and now everybody in California is, or has that option. And hopefully that's the way of the future, but it's...
Jose, are they doing in Mexico? Are they doing different things to try to sway people's voting or things like that?
No, the thing in Mexico it's very different. I mean, the whole system. To begin with, we can only go and vote the one day. There's no mail-in voting, no digital, no nothing.
Okay.
You just have to show up. But what's different is that they set up thousands of booths, let's call it that, and they're usually at houses. So if I want to go to vote, it's just like 20 meters from my house.
Oh, good idea.
And
Yeah.
so it's a whole bunch of places where you can go vote, and you don't really have crowded places. You just get there. There's probably 1 or 2 people there, and you vote, and you're out in 5 minutes. So that's a good thing. However, the whole system is kind of we were kind of touching the subject earlier that here the current president, it's, well, I have to give a little context here, because we were ruled by the one party for 70 something years, and just 3 presidents ago they changed, and it has been changed since then. So the thing is that people were not happy with on how the new party was ruling, so they did what they call a punishment vote. So a lot of people didn't really believe on the current one, but they just went because it was a different party.
Yeah.
In the other hand, a lot of people did support him, and those I'm going to try to be very careful here on how to say things, but it's I found some parallels in what's happening in the States.
Definitely.
In a different way, maybe. I mean, of course, the ideology is not the same, but it's having a similar outcome, dividing people, and a lot of ignorance is being spread out. Just so, I don't know if this made the news there, but here, I mean, we were the laughing stock of the world, because right when the whole pandemic was starting to blow up, in Mexico at least, our president was being featured in ads, recommended you to go out and hug each other and be happy, and while the health department was
Really
freaking out already.
Really downplaying everything. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
It's just
at some point he does this press conferences every morning at 7 in the morning, and every day since he is in power in the office. And in one of them, he even went to the lengths of saying that we were all going to be okay because all we needed is to trust a certain saint, and he pulled out a little stamp thingy. Like, I mean, you couldn't believe it. I mean, like, really? This is the president? You know, and he does stuff like that. So yeah. He's losing a lot of support, of course, because now it's just very evident and very clear that it's
Here,
kind
just
of
believe,
like that.
just believe in Saint Scarlet. She'll save you.
Not even that.
Fine. Be healed. Be healed. There you go.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
Oh, no.
So yeah, that's what I mean when I see some parallels. I mean, it's in
Yeah.
different realms, but it's the same type of outcome.
We had
we're
something.
having.
So we had people that claimed that they didn't support anything that Trump stood for, but they wanted to blow up the system. You know, that they didn't like the way things were going, and so they were just gonna, fuck it up for everybody, and we could maybe start over or something. And
Yeah.
So in the space of global confusion, that like you said, we're all kind of going through, like I think this poses some interesting questions and opportunities. Number one, like, who really is in charge of all this? We look at the numbers of people who are so-called minorities, and you number them all up, and they're actually the great majority of the world, and there's great power in that. So, like, how do we get away from this fear-based beliefs? How do we get back to doing things that nurture us as communities and bring us together? And there's just as many confusing aspects. There's, like, right in front of us, there's really a lot of great opportunities, I think.
Wow.
well,
You're amazing, Ron. What you see every day, and this attitude you have is amazing.
Well, and Ron, to that end, let's shift gears a little bit and talk about this Supreme Court nomination that's going on, because there are a lot of people, that I follow online that feel justifiably afraid of having, this person become a Supreme Court justice. There's so many things in peril, whether it be gay marriage, abortion rights,
Right. I
gun,
didn't think
gun
that they were going to
protections.
go after gay marriage right away. I didn't think they were going to do that. I think
I
they
have a
gave you
friend
something
who-
about a
I
brief or
think-
something.
I think that's part of
There.
trying to pander towards Trump's base.
Oh God, I hope so, because
I think that's to try to activate more people like, oh shit, we're getting rid of gay marriage, vote for Trump.
no, these are
Yeah.
two Supreme Court justices that did a
Oh,
thing.
I know, but I'm not ruling out that that's somehow tied into they were pressured by Trump to do that.
Oh, that'd be
Well,
really bad.
it's actually a long-standing Republican platform.
Right.
It's nothing new, and they're all aware of it. And the thing is it's their duplicity. They'll tell you to their face, "Oh, we're Christian, we're this or that." But if you corner them, if you have a friend and you say, "Hey, are you guys really trying to get rid of gay marriage?" And they're like, "Yeah, we are." So there's something really disingenuous about their platform, in that they can't even speak their platform directly. They have to come up with all these indirect
Covert.
ways, covert distractions. And there is sort of power and usefulness of recognizing something as it is. And unfortunately, they're showing their colors, but that's okay. It's like if you play a game of chess, when they say, "Oh, this is my move," and then they say, "Oh, well, guess what? You left this other thing exposed." You have to let them play their move, and it's clear what it is. And that's
Well, I'm hoping
you have
that
to
we
do
had to
with
go
it.
through this hell for 4 years to get 20 years of democratic superior,
If not
great.
longer.
Yeah. But I didn't think they would be going after gay marriage. I know it's all Roe versus Wade. It's all about
Mhm.
abortion. But apparently it's like abortion, Roe versus Wade, and oh yeah, gay marriage is on there too. I
Yeah.
didn't think that because there are some pundits out there that are like, yeah, just let them do their thing.
Well,
Bill
and that-
O'Reilly was like that, but anyway.
yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I think this is why, again, voting is so important. Getting younger people to vote. Realize, okay, Bernie's still not on the ticket. I love Bernie, and I get it. But he's not on the ticket, and you not voting for Bernie by staying at home is not helping anything. And
Absolutely
I'm not
not.
blind, and I'm not blind enough to know that the Democrats aren't perfect and everything's perfect. I understand that, but if you just look at the parties and their the makeup of their members, it's very clear the Democratic Party has so much diversity
Mhm.
and so many different people, and that's the way of globalization. That's the way the world's going, whether they like it or not. And I want to jump on that ship, and
Well, that's what they're fighting. They're fighting
Mhm.
all
Yeah.
of this change. They want to go back to the 50s.
they want. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Or at
and
least
Ron,
their notions of the 50s.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. And
the dying gasps of the time that's gone,
thank
and
you.
it's just not even worthwhile even really recognizing
Just
much.
like
but-
the phone rings their numbers up.
That's brilliant.
Call from Miranda Entry.
Hang on a second. Wait. All right. Bill,
Oh my
Bill got it.
God. Hey,
Your numbers up, darling. I
Oh my
got
Call
you.
from Miranda.
Miranda Entry.
Hello.
No, I got anyway.
Oh my
You
God.
can edit that part out. So, to your point, Ron, with the if it's not my candidate, I'm not voting kind of thing. I saw a great meme, and it basically said something to the effect of, "Voting isn't a marriage. This isn't a lifelong commitment with a candidate.
Exactly.
Mhm.
It's more like getting on a bus that's going in the direction that you want to go. You know,
Right.
is it going to make other stops along the way? Might you have to
Right,
connect?
right,
Whatever.
right.
So, you know, take a step back. You know, no candidate is perfect. And if they were, you might want to reconsider your views, you know, or re-examine what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, Biden wasn't even like my fifth choice, but I mean,
Mhm.
Right?
come on, it's like I've got it right here. Right here.
He wasn't on your fantasy president league.
I sent mine in already.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I just
Oregon
didn't know.
is just mailing out their ballots. I just got notification today that it went out.
Oh,
So I should
good.
be getting it like within the next couple of days.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Just the undermining that Trump does, you know, is just sickening.
Well, undermining could be a two-way street, though. Because do you know anybody that was a Proud Boy? How do they feel about that?
That
Wait, what?
was the best.
What I,
I don't-
want to know
I
about
missed it.
The
I
gay-
see 5 Proud Boys right here.
Oh,
so
you
the
mean
gay-
where they altered it and made it
Yeah.
the gay
Yeah.
thing? Yeah.
Jose, did you hear about that?
Yeah, there were, I didn't know where it originated, but apparently some really conservative thing was, or part was using that hashtag, correct?
Yeah.
And then gay people started changing it and turning it over to gay, as we always do, apparently.
We do kind of have a knack for that.
Well,
I don't know where it started, but George Takei was one of the people that really promoted that. He's like, hey, I think we can turn this around. Let's do this. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That was fun.
well,
Oh
and I
my.
think that is
Oh my.
how would you like to play some three-dimensional chess? So yeah, there's
Oh, I didn't know we were doing
People
wardrobe
not-
changes.
what's that?
I didn't know we were doing wardrobe changes.
Oh, I didn't know what happened.
I just noticed you
disappeared.
changed your shirt.
He disappeared for no reason. It didn't say a thing, and then he comes back with another T-shirt. Share costume change.
What do I have to do to get noticed around here? So anyway, yeah, I was talking about, like, you know, peaceful non-resistance, and that's such a beautiful example of things we can do. You know, instead of being in fear, you know, get creative, put ourselves out there in different ways and say, you know, this is, you know, it's like going back to music. You know, I heard this artist talking about, this black artist talking about blues music, and he said, you know, blues music is our way of saying, you know, you can get our spirit down, and you can, you know, make us feel sad or whatever, but we're gonna have the last word. We're gonna sing, we're gonna make music, we're gonna do things, and these are the things we can do.
Absolutely.
well, speaking of positive things, for those Apple heads out there, what's new and on the horizon there, Tim?
A
Oh, I don't know. I'm
$1,000
feeling-
phone bill.
Yeah, it's
What's your
another
new-
it's another iPhone. It's
Another
newer and
iPhone.
shinier and has more features. It's weird that you're asking me about it specifically because I mean, yeah, I mentioned it, but I don't work there anymore.
Oh,
But
okay.
do you have Apple products at home?
Yes.
Do you have an iPhone?
Yes, I do.
See,
No,
I have a cheap
working
old
at-
Motorola, you know, so wah, wah.
No, it's for how many Apple products I have. It's weird that I work at one of the other larger tech companies in Silicon Valley.
Are you a spy?
Industrial
He
espionage.
can't answer that.
I'd have to kill you.
You heard it here live. That's right.
He's really Batman. Yeah. I'm having a lot of fun with my virtual backgrounds today.
See that?
All right. Well, are there any other current events anybody want to talk about?
I'd
before
like to
we-
talk more about that
move on?
phone. Like, so each time they come out, they're, you know, they have new features. They're more expensive. Like, are there any new features, Tim, on this phone that besides? I know there's 5G, right? 5G capability.
Yep. 5G, actually the same pricing for like the same tier as before. They didn't raise the prices.
Oh, good.
That's good.
was 5G. They've added MagSafe charging
What's
to
that?
them.
That's a type
Um,
of connector for charging, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So, and I mean, they could already do the wireless charging, but with this, you can actually do it faster
Oh,
and without
nice.
the lightning cable. What else?
A bigger screen, right? No.
Good screen.
Ooh.
There's a bigger screen. There's a smaller one that's actually a full-featured phone. But anyway, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm unprepared. I didn't know we were going to get into all that.
Well, Ron, I do know the watch now has a family feature where it has one person that has the master phone, and then the whole family can have a watch that doesn't need a phone.
Wow.
That's the
That
first.
sounds kinky.
It's limited functionality,
Yeah.
but it's more geared towards seniors and kids.
Oh, not master and servant.
No,
I thought Silicon Valley was moving away from those terms.
master and servant.
Wolfie,
I thought it was Dom
I-
and Sub.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh,
I don't know. Wolfie, you've been so talkative tonight. What are your
I'm-
thoughts?
You have an
I don't
iPhone,
know.
Wolf?
What? No,
You have
I
an
don't. I have a Google Pixel.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Hmm.
I think they take the best pictures. Shh. Sorry, Apple.
Oh, well.
You know,
It is a good phone.
I'm usually an Apple user, but lately it's been a little bit disappointing, especially for the price range
Uh-huh.
that is getting more in general.
Yeah.
Because I have bought two MacBooks to do my DJ thing, and because of the
Mhm.
price, I'm actually thinking of moving back to players and leaving the laptop behind. Because yeah, it's getting so expensive in Mexico that it's just not worth it anymore. I mean, you can either buy a laptop or a car. So it's like,
Oh, really?
Wow.
yeah,
Wow,
it's,
cars that
it's
inexpensive
that
there.
bad.
If you need
Well,
to
I
use your
almost
financing
switched.
for your laptop,
I
Oh,
almost switched and from the Android back. I used to be Apple, then but I've been Android for quite a few years now, and because I love the Apple Watch, it's so awesome. But the phone, you still have to have the phone. It's not
Yeah.
quite
Mhm.
independent yet,
Well,
and the phone, they don't have the fingerprint thing on it anymore, which I love. I was like, why isn't there a fingerprint thing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
so
the
I
thing
said-
is that
I took it
it
back
used
and
to
I said, no, I'm
be-
going to stick with my Android.
right.
This is what I like about mine. You shake it and the flashlight comes on.
oh,
There you go.
nice.
Where are my
That's cool.
keys?
Does mine do
Oh, there
that?
they are.
I love it.
Vito,
What I like about mine
It's
is that
not.
on a little tiny screen, there's this little snake that goes around and you try to
Little
play little
game.
games with it. Yeah.
now isn't there like some other one that's foldable coming? Samsung one?
Samsung has that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
There's all
Yeah,
sorts
The
of stuff coming out.
foldable
Yeah.
one?
Pablo
So-
Escobar has one. No, it's a scam. It's a total scam.
So Jose, you were saying you're thinking of going back to
Yeah,
like CDJ or something or equipment?
yeah. So with the CDJs, or I really don't know what to do, because also that's one other thing that COVID has helped notch in a way, because that way I have to carry less stuff to the gigs now with the
Oh, yeah.
with the players. Now you just need the USB sticks and you're
Yeah.
good to go, and the headphones,
Oh,
which
yeah,
are
yeah.
these tiny little things. So that's very good, not having a lot of stuff that can carry the virus back to your home.
so this
type
is
of
all
thing.
fake? This is fake? The that's
No,
fake?
it's real. It's real.
Oh, it's real?
Yeah. I used to be a battle DJ back in the day. That's one of the that's how it started, with vinyl and stuff, and doing scratching and all that,
Mhm.
like the hip
Oh,
hop
nice.
DJs. And
How
with
does
the
that go again, Vito?
That's real.
That was Vito's date last night.
Oh.
I think that has anything to do-
So
Vito, is that what your date said when he saw your new tattoo? Let's see
My
your
new
new tattoo,
tattoo?
Vito.
Oh, you want to see my
Yeah.
tattoo?
Yeah, let's see your tattoo, Vito.
I may have to edit this transition out here. Let's see what's going on here.
You
Might
might
have
want
to
to switch
turn
off
off
the
your,
background.
You're wearing
Yeah, I'll
shorts,
switch
so
off
that's
the
good.
virtual background.
Oh my God, it's Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant.
I
So,
believe that was
For my
Harrison Ford. But
55th
Whoa. Nice.
birthday, I went and got a tattoo. It's still healing, so it's not as pretty as it will be.
What is that supposed to represent?
It is Gallifreyan, which is the language of
Oh,
Doctor Who of
Time
the
Lords.
Time Lords, and it says, Ron, you'll like
Right.
this. It says, "We're all stories in the end."
Aw.
That is awesome.
so
I love it.
Pretty cool.
That's cool.
And you know, this part up here, the part
Sweet.
on the top looks like almost like a little teddy bear. It has like a little.
Oh,
ear.
really?
Yeah, if you look at the top part, it has like a little, almost like a little cub kind of look to it.
Oh, okay.
It's really nice.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
So
what
that's
made
what's
you?
really
That's
behind
really
me.
cool.
What made you get that?
It's been in the works for like 25 years. I was
Yeah.
just too chicken to do it, and I had it. You know, they do like a little stencil thing.
Uh-huh.
Actually went to a tattoo artist in Orange County and just had them do the stencils so I could like feel it, see if I wanted to do it. But it was a much bigger version of this. And I don't know, it's just something I wanted to have, and that's the spot. That's the only spot that I wanted to do it at.
Is
I don't
that
know how to
because
explain it.
you can do a bit more man spread on the subway? You can like spread out your thighs. And, oh, look at this. Oh, what? Oh, isn't that?
You know
Is
what?
Is that a
Everybody,
thirst trap?
almost
Vito?
everybody has a tattoo here. Apparently, Salt Lake City and the surrounding area is
Oh,
like
wow.
huge in tattoos.
Mhm.
Things you don't know.
Yeah,
Right?
and
Yeah, who knew that?
one of the biggest gay populations per capita. Yeah, it's crazy. Most of the Mormons are down in Provo now.
Ah,
Oh, you scare them away.
Yeah, the gays have taken over.
Oh no.
So who else here wants to show off their tattoo?
I think
I
I've already
have a
shown
tattoo.
mine in the last few.
I don't have one.
Jose, you don't have any?
No, I don't have any yet. I don't know if I want to get one. I like the looks of it, but I haven't found anything that I want on my body yet all the time. So
Yeah,
who knows?
that's what
Yeah.
took so long, and
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's just I may have never done it, but something, you know, I think it's the COVID thing. Just
Mhm.
The COVID thing.
and
like
turning 55 is like, okay, now I'm going to be eligible for senior stuff. It's like, okay,
how about
I got-
any?
my ear pierced at 37,
Oh,
and then
nice.
tattoo at 55.
Is that a diamond in your ear?
No, it's a ghost.
It's a
Okay.
sparkly.
Oh,
It's
I
all
Oh.
think
wonderful.
Oh,
so.
that's cute. I like that.
Thank
Cool.
Yeah. What was your
Now,
family sort of strict on?
What?
You know, was your family strict with you, Vito, about how you?
Yeah, my brother came home from college one day and had an earring, and my mom made him take it off.
Yeah.
My mom cried real tears when I got my ear pierced.
She
And then,
cried for
Real
I
you.
swear to God, 6 months later, my brother and his entire baseball team, they all got their ears pierced. She thought it was the coolest thing. So,
Really?
Huh.
You primed it, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, I must say, I'm not a big fan of nose rings. I've only seen one person that I thought was attractive in a nose ring.
Yeah.
A lot of people have them, and you can put them up in their nose when they don't, you know, have it.
I mean, like
Ro-
nose
rotate it
rings,
up.
or even just something like a retainer.
Yeah, you have nose
You're
rings.
talking. Vito's
I
talking
had
about a
one.
retainer. Where
You had one. Okay, did it close up?
Yeah.
Did the hole close up?
I have absolutely no idea. The thing is that I kept losing the retainer, and at $80 a pop, I finally just said enough.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't have it
Yeah.
take it at work, right? So you
No, I could take it at work. I mean, I worked in California at the time. It's like California.
Didn't you have a
Going in
big,
jeans and a t-shirt, you're perfectly
a big-
okay.
didn't you have a big thing going on there? You
I
looked
did
good
have
in
a
it.
spiky one, which I really
Yeah.
loved.
Mhm.
And I had a retainer, and I tried to get a circular one, but I never could get that ball on the get the ball attached to it so I could close it. It was always like kept slipping out of my fingers. It was just really annoying.
What was the attraction for you?
the attraction, it was something different. And I saw a lot of people with them, and I thought, hey, that looks really cool. I think it would look really good with me.
Actually,
And I
it
enjoyed
did
it.
look good on you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's good.
Well, hey, you never know if I might get one again in the future.
I think it looks great on you, Wolfie, and I think that I don't know, all those things are kind of fascinating, like how different ways people adorn themselves or whatever they wear or how they do their hair or whatever. You know, it's like I tend to be a little bit shy, I like to observe people, you know, but I don't always like to be the center of attention, you know. So
No, because no one would ever look at you with those big glasses on.
You know, I kind of
I kept
understand.
thinking Elton John when you showed up wearing those. And I'm like, Elton John?
I get what Ron's saying because I was kind of like that. Well, I still am a little bit shy-ish. So yeah, I got my ear pierced when I was 22, I think. I still got it, this little thingy here.
Oh,
nice.
oh, there you go.
So I kept it. I only took it off for college because they didn't allow it, but then I put it back once I finished. And but yeah, I like those little subtle details. I like some of the nose rings if they're not too big, because if they're too big, there's something I mean, not criticizing or anyone, but when whatever face jewelry gets too big, I feel like it's like a mall or something weird, and so I get a little freaked out. But it's just a mind thing that it's.
Well, and everybody,
Doesn't
why
mean
does
anything.
everybody has to be so nice to each other and go, "Oh, you look fantastic"? Like I know of a friend, he did a post on Facebook and he got a help me,
Mohawk?
thing-
Mohawk?
mohawk, and he said, "Hey, look at my mohawk. What do you guys think?" And I go, "Oh," I wrote like, "I'm not a big fan," and I've known this guy for years, and it's like, "No, I'm not a big fan. I don't really like it," because he asked. And then someone else wrote, "Why can't we all just get along?" Like,
That's our generation, though, Vito. Like we're not.
he asked the opinion.
Yeah.
If you ask somebody for your opinion, you gotta expect someone to say.
Right.
Yeah.
It's,
Well,
it's not like you said, well, I don't like it, you big jerk.
Right.
But the guy was okay with it that I said that. But the other guy commented, "Why can't we all just get along?"
You could also say things like, "Wow, that looks very obtuse," or you know,
like in
That's
Shawshank
it, yeah.
Redemption.
You're-
Why are you
you're-
being so obtuse?
your choices are interesting. You know, they're subtle
There's
ways.
ways to say things, and I don't remember exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Well, there's no other way to say this, but it's time to wrap it up here. So let's do back scratches and boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop. Let's start with Wulf. Back scratch.
Okay. Big back scratches to my mates, Brock and James, as well as our friend Dave and his partner Zach, excuse me. And I'd also like to give big back scratches to my family. After discussing things, I'm not going to be flying out to the East Coast to visit them because COVID, and I don't want to infect anyone. So the big scratches to them for understanding.
Yeah.
Is
Sounds
that
like a
for
smart
over the
move.
holidays, or is that?
That's over the holidays for Christmas, yeah.
I'm going home for the holidays, so apparently I want to infect.
Those are not the only options.
You're already scared of
okay.
the Mormons out of Salt Lake. I mean, good Lord.
Just me. I did that.
So our next back scratch will be Super Spreader Vito. Go, Vito.
Oh no. Well, I'd like to thank my housemates also. That's a term I think they use in the UK a lot, is housemates.
Nights.
Yeah, Mike and Spencer, because I follow this guy from the UK. He's actually from Italy to the UK, and he's not getting along with his housemates. So I know how lucky I am to be able to get along with mine. And then I met this really nice couple. They came over and we did on the lawn. We brought chairs and we're all spread out, right? And then by the end, we're inside having fun. So it's
Super spreading. Okay.
super spreading. I call him, what do I call him? The rocker.
Thruple.
Maverick.
So
and
when
the
you said
rocker.
having fun, you mean having fun.
I am not going to say that.
Okay.
But it was interesting because at the very beginning they were all like super
Did you
serious
take-
about it. A neighbor
did you-
came over and said, "Oh yeah, we're to have our distance," and by the time they left, that was all gone.
Did you take their temperature?
Dr. Ron wants to know. So-
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Ron, what do you, who or what do you want to back scratch, Ron?
Back scratch all the nurses and all the respiratory therapists and techs and support staff and cleaners at the hospital. Everybody doing really hard, important work. A big back scratch to my sister for being my housemate during this difficult time, and we get along great and take good care of each other. And to Jose, DJ Spinnin Cortez, because I messed up your name in the beginning, and I'm terribly sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Got that sense. And but man, I'm so happy to have you here, and thank you for your time and for sharing everything. And
Yes,
all
thanks
very
for
welcome.
coming on.
Awesome.
Thank
love
you so
you.
much to all of you.
Tim, it's your turn.
Yeah. Jose, thank you. Backscratch to you for joining us for this episode and all my other elements. I'd really like to thank like the people that are out there, like actually like, doing phone banking and phone banking, virtual phone banking and texting people, trying to get people out to vote and everything like that. It's some really great work that really needs to be done. So anybody out there trying to make a difference during this election right now, backscratches to you.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I will
That's what-
piggyback on all your other back scratches and back scratch Bill for answering the phone when it started ringing. I think it was a misdirected
Who
delivery.
still has a house phone?
Well, we have a condo and there's an entry system and you have to have a phone. So.
Oh right, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then it's kind of fun that the last, our current guest, Jose, is part of a trail that goes back to Benjamin, which goes back to Jeremy, and that's been an interesting topic line, storyline to follow, and very musical and dance and body positive and gay positive and bear positive. It's not just them skinny bitches, and it's all good things. So
Yeah.
thank you for that.
Isn't there actually a connection between Tony and Jeremy too? Or no?
Tony. Oh, I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
I think
We'll have to have our
Okay.
we'll have to have our research department look into that for you.
Jeremy might be his,
Okay.
his muse. I don't know.
Vito, was
Or
this your
Tony's
last-
muse.
Was this your last party here, Vito? Was that what you were trying to tell us is happening? there?
Mhm.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's called
So-
it's called more man.
So
That's,
I love it.
Perfect.
Clay, I'm sorry.
That's
You
awesome.
weren't done your back scratches.
That's the artist that we had a couple episodes ago.
yeah. It's all
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Bear
Bear
pad.
stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, last but not least, Jose, would you like to?
Mhm.
First of all, how would you say back scratch in Spanish?
I was thinking about it, and I don't think I can think of a term for that.
Espalda
it's-
is back.
Thanks.
Espalda. And scratch is like scratch, like
Yeah. I mean, I understand what it means, but I can think of an equal term for that in Spanish
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something like that.
How about,
but yeah, so
felicidades.
yeah, that's more like congratulations. So yeah, not quite. But yeah, anyways, yeah, my back scratches today. So actually, my friend Santos, who lives in Provo, actually, he was in Utah for a while, then moved there, and to my friend Ariel, who watched basically all of the stream that I did this weekend. So that was really, really awesome.
Wait, are you
7
saying he was
hours.
there the whole entire time?
Yeah, 7.5 hours.
Wow.
They both were. So that was really cool. And
Nice.
today to my husband for letting me rushing through dinner to be here on time. So that's
Oh, yay.
That's great. All righty.
Rasguño de espalda.
I've got the
no.
translator
Well, it
on.
has to be true because it's Google Translate. Okay, well there you go. And on that note,
Jose, you saying no? You're saying no? No?
Yeah, that
That's
doesn't.
a good one.
It doesn't sound as nice as it does in
How
English.
about how do you say scratch in Spanish, real quick?
Well, that's the actual translation.
Is scratch?
Rasguño, it's like scratch.
Lasguño?
But you say it in if you say it like that, rasguño, that's aggressive.
How about culo lasguño? Lasguño culo.
Yeah, I've heard about that before.
How about culo espalda Vito? También.
That sounds nice, yeah.
All I know
Why
is like,
not?
fuck all you bitches, because I haven't had sex since the middle of March.
Culito.
Aw,
Well,
big hugs to Tim and groups.
Well,
All right,
on
love
that
you
note,
guys.
I have a
you.
feeling that you have a friend.
It's Vito.
All right.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Okay, friends.
Well, thank you guys for having me tonight.
Thank you, Jose.
For
Sorry,
de-evolving here.
Thank you.
sorry about all this. Our legal department will, send a letter. HR is going to talk to a number of people. And I will leave you with see you next Tuesday.
See ya.
Visit us at bearelement.com.